sure what I'm doing. It's getting darker, it's pissing rain, but you know what? That coast is beautiful. Norfolk coast to hike along some of the Norfolk Coastal Path. You know, I've got rainproof gear, it's all good. It's actually a really beautiful view. I'll bring you back here because you probably can't hear me because the wind if you're over there. So yeah, looking forward to hiking along here a little bit. Walking through this wee place called Beeston, which is quite an odd wee place. I mean, if you look here you can see the concrete comes down from the cliffs to meet the sea, and then there's these little concrete slipways, I suppose you'd call them, jetties, that come down to meet the sea. And I assume that people come here to swim. I mean, these little huts that are all along the seafront here as well. I just can't understand what you would want one for. Maybe it's for fishing or something, but it just seems like a kind of weird opportunity for humans to just own something because they can and just to have it. But maybe I'm being really judgmental. Who knows? Onwards to find somewhere to camp. I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but this is the second place now in this little town, Sheringham, that I've noticed odes to mammoths. I'm going to be really honest, I have no idea what it's about. I'm going to have to look it up. Got some saber-toothed tigers there and everything. No idea. I've just seen that they're explaining what this mural is about. Ah, here we go. They found a 700,000-year-old mammoth at West Runton. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I feel kind of bad, but I can't help but compare this walk to the one I did several years ago now in Norfolk Coastal Path, going from Berg-upon-Tweed to New Edinburgh. Beautiful, beautiful walk. Unspoilt coastline. There are a few wee ugly towns actually, to be fair. So maybe it's just because I've just started this walk and I haven't got to the really good bits yet. Maybe the fact it's raining and windy doesn't help as well, but I'm not massively impressed at the moment. But I'm not going to jump straight to conclusions. I'll proceed with an open mind, and maybe it'll all look better in the sun tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. It's getting darker, it's pissing rain, but you know what? That coast is beautiful. I'm going to keep on walking a little bit, get away from this golf course that we're on at the moment, and see if I can find somewhere to camp for the night. Right, so I finally got my tent up, as you can see. It got pretty dark pretty quickly there. I love doing that. I'm reasonably confident this is high tide. I did check. Hopefully this will be a nice spot to sleep, and hopefully I'll wake up in the morning to a beautiful Saturday of hiking. So, been pretty lucky. Morning started off beautifully. I just went to make some coffee when I left it in the car. So I'm currently drinking heavily watered down porridge and pretending there's caffeine in it. But otherwise, I'm gonna eat this food quickly, pack down everything, and get on the move along the coast. I haven't really been saying much because the wind is so loud and I don't have a proper microphone yet. You're probably struggling to hear me. But anyway, we're now in this kind of salt marsh area. See how much it's changed since the cliffs from this morning. It's really interesting. This beautiful little village kind of with little paths cutting through the salt marsh to reach the beach. This stuff is hard walking actually. It really absorbs your energy and every time you push off. Warm, sunny, the wind's a bit of a pain, but you know, you can't have it all. But we've got a long stretch here of just pebbly, shingly beach. So, we'll see how we get on. Making progress. Here in this amazing little town called Clee with this fantastic windmill. And I think now that I'm in this town I deserve a coffee, so next stop, a coffee shop. So I'd just sat down at a very nice coffee shop there in Clee called Artemis with a nice sausage roll, a nice orange cake. It's a good life. Luckily I'd sat under some shelter from the sun and all of a sudden this out of nowhere. I don't think it was meant to rain today. So yeah, it's been raining now for half an hour at least. Looks like it might go on a bit longer, but hey, not bothered. So onwards, back to the coast. So the landscape has changed kind of completely. It's all now tidal salt marshes, which you can kind of see spreading out here. Boats everywhere, just around that corner actually, before I could get my camera out. Just so many sailing boats. And I take it they just sail them all the way down here out to the water. It's really reminding me of when I was in Canada 10 years ago now. I did an amazing trip kind of east from Toronto. And one of the places I ended up in was New Brunswick, a little town called Moncton. We're now about, I'd say, 8 kilometers away from Wells Next the Sea, as the town's called, which is where I'm going to get some dinner and a pint and hopefully meet a colleague from work who I've only ever spoken with remotely so far. So that should be good fun if we can coordinate that properly. Oh, I'm so tired now. Had to take a little rest down here out of the sun. Treat myself, why not? Only a couple of kilometres from Wells Next to Sea now, so not too long, but I still needed to just take a break, rest my legs. They were getting really tired. So nice and warm here, so ideal. Cheers.
So I found this idyllic spot here just next to the beach on Wells, next to the sea. It was a beautiful night last night, clear. I checked the weather forecast, no rain. So actually I didn't bother to put up my tent. I just put down the ground sheet, my sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, and slept under the stars, which is quite amazing. At about midnight, the first thing that happened was I was woken by the sound of this massive kind of diesel engine, a tractor, blasting lights as it came down past the sea there. And it seemed to be doing something, clearing the sand or something. I'm not sure what it was doing, but I kind of panicked and hid myself behind there. Then at 5 in the morning, I start feeling a little bit of rain on my face. I was like, oh, surely not. Left it for a little while, got up, got the tent cover from my bag and just put it over me, but then it started getting stronger and stronger, and I was like, let's just do this properly. So I properly put up the tent again, which is a shame, but an amazing night here on this beach. I'm looking forward to going for a swim now.
So, packed up my tent, saying goodbye to my camping spot. What a beach. I mean, look at this. Look at this forest here. There's a beautiful sandbar out there, I don't know if you can see that. Sailboats, beach huts down here, dunes. What a paradise. This area of the coast, Norfolk coast, you know, being up in Scotland for the last few years, just somewhere I've never even thought to even look at. So very lucky to have been able to see this, really. There's a dag. So what I'm going to do now is I've kind of had my fill of adventure for this weekend, I think. I could keep on walking. The Norfolk Path is just behind the forest there, and it keeps on going west. But yeah, I've had my fill of adventure for now. So I'm going to go back to the town. It's about a 3-kilometre walk back to the town miles next to the sea. Get some brunch and catch a bus back to the car, which should take about an hour. Just look at that view. You can take these little paths up the Norfolk Coastal Path as well. So I decided to take one of those little paths just to see this forest, and I don't even need to say anything, do I? It's unbelievable, so beautiful. It's reminding me a lot of out east of Edinburgh. There's a park called John Muir Country Park with beautiful beach and forest behind it as well. Quite similar to this actually. But isn't this just magic? The smell as well of the pine. Just incredible. Such a peaceful place. I'm almost sorry to be going back right now because I'd love to walk through this, but now that I know this is here, come back and do some more hiking and walking around here for sure.